We learned this rule very early. Anything to the power 0 equals 1. But why? Why should 2 to the power of 0 become 1? If powers mean repeated multiplication, then 0 factors sounds almost like nothing. So why not 0? The answer is that this rule is not a trick. It is forced by the structure of exponents. If questions like this make math feel alive, subscribe and explore the playlist for more rules we usually memorize before we understand. Look at powers as a ladder. Each step upward multiplies by the base. For base 2, 2 to the power of 1 is 2. One step up gives 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. Another step gives 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. So if going up means multiplying by 2, going down must undo that. Going down means dividing by 2. From 2 to the power of 4 to 2 to the power of 3, divide by 2. From 2 to the power of 3 to 2 to the power of 2, divide by 2. From 2 squared to 2 to the power of 1, divide by 2. And from 2 to the power of 1 to 2 to the power of 0, divide by 2 again. That last step is 2 divided by 2, so it lands on 1. The same pattern works for base 3. 3 cubed is 27, then 9, then 3, then 1. Before negative powers begin, every non-zero base lands on 1. In general, a to the power of 1 over a equals 1 as long as a is not 0. There is another way to force the same answer. Take a non-zero quantity a to the power of m. Now divide it by itself. Any non-zero thing divided by itself is 1. So a to the power of m divided by a to the power of m equals 1. But exponent laws tell us something else. When we divide powers with the same base, we subtract the exponents. So a to the power of m over a to the power of m becomes a to the power of m minus m. That is a to the power of 0. The left path says the answer is 1. The exponent law path says the answer is a to the power of 0. For the system to stay consistent, those must be the same. So a to the power of 0 equals 1 for a not equal to 0. There is also a useful intuition called the empty product. Think of multiplication as starting from a neutral value. That neutral value is 1. Multiplying by 1 changes nothing. If we multiply by one factor, the value changes from 1 to a. With 2 factors, it becomes a squared. With 3 factors, it becomes a cubed. But with 0 factors, nothing has been multiplied yet. So the starting value stays where it was. It stays at 1. That is why the empty product is 1. 1 is the identity of multiplication. The graph tells the same story. Look at y equals 2 to the power of x. At x equals 3, the value is 8. At x equals 2, it is 4. At x equals 1, it is 2. And at x equals 0, it is 1. The curve crosses the y-axis at 0, 1. Then the pattern continues into negative powers. At x equals minus 1, the value is 1/2. A different positive base gives a different curve, but it still passes through 0, 1. At 0, the scale has not yet grown or shrunk. So the rule is not random. The power ladder forces it. The exponent laws force it. The empty product points to it. Anything non-zero to the power 0 equals 1. The condition matters. A must not be 0. And 0 to the power of 0 is a special case. Depending on context, it can be treated differently, and in basic algebra, it is often left undefined. The important idea is this: 0 power does not mean nothing. It means no scaling yet. Thank you for watching.